Hey everyone, I am Nick Worker. I'm the marketing director at Answering Legal. Today, I'm excited to give you an inside look at our new AI-powered intake chatbot. Joining me for this presentation is a very special guest. He is a friend of mine. Please welcome Jordan Ostroff, managing partner at Driven Law, author of the book Love Your Law Firm, a roadmap to the law firm you always wanted, and founder of Carpe Diem Consulting, and the best wearer of Hawaiian shirts that I know. Jordan, thank you so much for being here.
Thank you. I'm going to assume you know thousands of people that wear Hawaiian shirts, and I rank above all of them. So,
You know, how many people do I know that are wearing Hawaiian shirts? I think, yeah, but you're my favorite. And like, I was just telling you, you know what I mean. So on the screen right here, you can see the intake chatbot set up on a test law firm website. It's completely fake, AI generated, because that's a thing now. So for this exercise, Jordan is going to be engaging with the chatbot and playing the role of a potential client reaching out to a personal injury firm for help with a case. So before we do this, I want to get your take on something, Jordan. Based on what you have seen personally in your many years of managing a law practice, how much does a potential client's first interaction with your firm actually impact whether or not they hire you?
well, if there's a bad first impression, there isn't any second impression. So it is essential.
Okay, so it's very important. So without further ado, I'd like to have you start off a conversation with our chatbot. Ask it anything like, can you tell me about your practice?
You know, I was going to have to practice my typing skills.
Well, they're very good. I was actually just going to comment on them. They're much better than mine.
Thanks. I'm not a hunt and pecker or whatever it's called.
So you're funny. So as you see, we're getting a detailed answer about what the firm specializes in. And the most important thing to note is that the chatbot ends its response by asking, how can I assist with your legal needs today? You're going to see this in the conversation that the chatbot is always, it really has a primary objective. What it does is it steers the conversation toward completing the intake process. So, Jordan, I want you to go ahead and make up a reason that you are reaching out to this personal injury firm that apparently practices criminal defense and everything under the sun.
All right. Any of them?
Yeah, why not?
All right. Let's see. I am moving states and now need a new estate plan for your state.
Cool.
Oh, empathy. I love it.
So empathy, I'm just reading here. To assist with your new estate plan, may I have your first name? So the the chatbot like leads with empathy every single time. It's going to move on to collecting your personal details after that, such as your name, your email, your phone number. So yeah, just give it. Feel free to give it your real name, but also feel free to give it like a. I know you're more fun than giving it your. You know what? There you go, Jordan. But my friends call me Jor. Okay.
They actually don't, but let's see what happens. Didn't care about my nickname.
You know what? Yeah, I mean, I guess it's humorless, kind of. Ostroff with an O. Look at that.
Then otherwise people think it's with an A. All right, it knew that that was to take it. Could you please provide your email? Not really me at AOL.com.
AOL.
It still exists, man. People have AOL addresses.
It does. I have a funny story about AOL that I'll tell you later. 8675309. See,
Yeah.
you are fun. Oh, you have to give it. That's actually a good point. That if it's not in like the full format, it won't accept it. I understand you need help with an estate plan after moving. Could you please provide more details about your estate planning needs or any specific concerns that you have? I can't imagine what it's going to throw back at you. I understand your concern about your family's future. We can help you create an estate plan that balances your wishes and their well-being. Would you like me to help you schedule a consultation? Look at this.
That was a good, empathetic response that got me back on track. I am of the belief that at some point we will know we're talking to an AI because it answered quickly and it actually listens instead of putting us on hold for 2 hours or having like 17 different phone tree options.
I
Uh,
just got very upset with the company Polar, the heart rate monitor strap. It was a whole thing, and they responded 2 days later.
well, I mean, that's 2 days slower than AI would, but
Yep.
about 2 weeks sooner than some other companies reply.
Yeah, some firms too. If you could go ahead and select a date, apparently there's none left in June, but they might have one in July. Miller and Miller is a busy practice, as
No,
we all know this.
that's okay. I mean, July 1st is tomorrow. I think we're all right.
It'll be nice and quick. You just moved, you need it set up, you're on your deathbed. I'm really sorry to hear that, by the way.
Pre-filled with my name and email,
Look at
but
that. Do you want to see my current plan? Wow.
schedule.
There you go. So as it wraps up here, it's going to ask if you want to upload any case files. So that's actually really cool. You could actually upload your current estate plan here and give more context to the chatbot. But now the intake process is complete. So I'd like to get some feedback from our expert friend Jordan. What did you think about your experience with the AI chatbot?
I was pleasantly surprised by how it addressed some of the stuff. Like I didn't know if the Ostroff with an O, if it would think that was a full name. Pretty solid, and it was quick, so it makes me my initial concern of can I book a time and find somebody is addressed.
Could you see this tool potentially reducing the number of missed opportunities for growing law firms by having something like this on the site that's more direct response and that people can interact with like immediately?
Yeah, I mean, how often do you hear stories or experience you call a restaurant and nobody answers? You try to submit something online and it's not there. Like people have no patience. Nick and I were talking about this beforehand. It's not just a attention span thing. It's truly like a Amazon will deliver things to my house faster than I could find them in my house. So at that point, like you need to be competitive, and a lot of that is speed matched with customer service. So obviously, I think that's the concern for some people with AI bots is losing the human touch of customer service. But ultimately, like the opportunity to get that client booked with you to be human with them very quickly probably outweighs the concern of them dealing with a chatbot to get a consultation.
What we actually can do is we can customize this even more. I won't get into the full thing, but it will give you, especially if you don't schedule an appointment with the chatbot, it'll give you a time frame or a cadence for when you can expect somebody to get back to you if you decline the calendar appointment. But before we wrap up today and I let you go back to beautiful Memphis, I want to take a look at the bigger picture and ask you, and this is probably something that you deal with on a daily basis, but what role do you see AI playing in the future of law firm operations as a whole?
The thing for me is AI goes in two directions. The first direction is accessibility. So like the whole benefit of AI is I can say, "Hey, look, I want to do this presentation," and out would come like slides as good as, like a mid-level graphic designer. Or I can say, "Hey, I want my system to do X," and it can give me the coding for it. The other flip side of AI is the speed at which it should be doing administrative work, right? So in this situation, we are basically trying to get their calendar to sync up with my calendar. I know what my calendar looks like. So these prompts, I think, help somebody go through it, which in theory gives me more time to be human with them because I'm not spending 20 minutes trying to email back and forth on availability across time zones or whatever it is. So I think any firm that commits 100% to AI is going to be just as screwed as the firm that commits 0%. It's finding the things that a robot can do better than you so that you can be a human to some other human a lot more than other firms.
See, I think that's a really compelling argument because I think you reframe why people are reluctant to use AI, where people will say, like, I don't want to use AI because I want a human connection. But what you're saying is that AI speeds up the process so that I have more time to be human with the person. So I really like that mindset.
Yeah, I mean, like, look, we all have that client, right? Especially from like an estate planning, they tend to be a little bit older. You have to talk a little bit slower. You have to repeat yourself sometimes. It's a lot easier to do that if you're not also handwriting every contract and scheduling every meeting and, document drafting from day one. If you've got the AI, if you've got the templates, if you've got the automation, you can now spend that time with Mrs. Jones or Mr. Smith to make sure they truly understand what you're doing for them and how you can help and what's needed, because you're not rushing to do 27 other things that a computer can do just as well or better than you.
Well, I appreciate you. And thank you for your insight on helping us showcase the Intake Chatbot. If you run a law firm and you want to see the live chatbot on your website, we encourage you, head over to answerinlegal.com to learn more. We hope to see you at a demo soon. Jordan, you're the man. I appreciate you.
Thanks so much for having me.